Aliens view us the way we view ants. This is what we sound to them. I mean,
Is that how an ant talks?
you're not gonna go down on all fours and try to communicate with ants and tell them what to do.
I do.
Right. I got a podcast! I to the no. Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Literally Screaming! Everybody in the stands are taking off their clothes. They're showing their private body parts. No, guys, don't do that. That's too scandalous. We don't want to see that. Or maybe, just maybe, we do. Hi everyone, it's Spencewuah. I'm back with another episode of I'm Literally Screaming, and today I have a very special guest, the one, the only, Naomi. However, though I want her to walk out here on set really bad, you know what we have to do, everyone? If you haven't gotten used to it, get used to it now, because it's time for Spencewuah Reacts, where every week I react to something new in the media that I haven't seen before or heard before, and you get to see me react live to the information that unfolds in front of me. Let's do a little segue. Spencewuah Reacts! Today's topic is the House lawmakers' hearing on potential UFOs. Bitch, before I even get into it, potential, we know they're real, so let's get into this. In a congressional hearing on July 26th, 3 former military officials told House lawmakers they believe the US government knows a lot more about UFOs than it's telling the public. Well, no shit. According to this NBC News article, there were testimonies that the government is absolutely in possession of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence official, said he has interviewed multiple sources who have recovered non-human biologies from UAP crash sites. This video is a testimony. Okay, let's watch the video.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Okay, well, no shit, Sherlock. Like, we know. Like, we get it already. He said there is a stigma that is associated with a sighting that makes witnesses afraid to speak up for fear of being harassed or losing their jobs. The FAA doesn't have any formal place for pilots or witnesses to report UFO sightings. Another man who testified, former Navy pilot David Fravor, spoke of an incident in 2004 when he and 3 other pilots spotted an aircraft that approached their fighter jet, then vanished and reappeared a few seconds later, 60 miles away. Like, you're giving us information we already know. Like, I'm sorry, like, shocker, UAPs are real, but I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. Are they here to pay my taxes, pay my water bill, pay my rent, pay my car insurance, pay off or finance my car for me? No, they're not. So unless they're here to bring about world peace and bring an end to what we all call money, something that we add value to, currency, another thing we all add value to, unless they're willing to get rid of all of that, save the earth from the damage that's already been done, I don't give a shit. If they're here to take over the planet and kill us all, get it over with. I've been waiting for it. Like, again, I have 2 options here, right? It's either I pay my taxes or I go to jail for not doing so, or aliens take over and the human race dies. I choose the latter, bitch. I genuinely, it's just like, you're coming in all of our faces. That was a funny play on words. But you're coming to all of us and you're like, oh, LOL, aliens are real. Okay, bitch. Selena Gomez, tell me something I don't know. Tell it something I don't know. Bitch, we get it. We already know. And honestly, unless you're here to provide new information, get out of my f***ing face. Pardon my French, get out of my face. Like, I don't care. Nobody cares. No one was fazed by you dropping the whole bomb that UFOs are real, because guess what? We already knew. There's no way in hell that we are the only intelligent life forms in the entire universe. An expanding, huge universe with galaxies billions of years older than our own. And you expect us to all sit here and be like, oh yeah, we're the only intelligent life forms that exist? Bitch, no. So unless you want to bring new information to the table, which is like, oh, we have aliens in the government, or here's a photo of an actual alien. We don't care. We don't care. And it doesn't even matter, because when there is information shown to the general public, For example, there was a video of the body cam from that police officer, and in the video, he is approaching a fence, and you can clearly see the outline of an alien's head and the bottom of the fence. Where's that video now? It's been scrubbed off the internet because you don't want us knowing about it. You're gonna give us the bare minimum of information you can to make us trust you, and then you're just gonna go the way you have been by keeping everything secret. So I don't give a shit, bitch. Sorry. Now, let's take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors at ZocDoc. We live in a time period where we're constantly being surrounded by people giving their personal medical tips and advice online. Between the self-proclaimed health experts on TikTok, the fitness moms on Instagram giving you workout advice, your barista recommending a new supplement she loves, and your aunt pitching you to try Whole30, we are surrounded by so many people telling us what to do for our health. But when was the last time you talked to an actual certified professional doctor? Like the kind with a clipboard who checks your temperature and blood pressure? If you can't remember the last time you walked into a doctor's office, it's time to try ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for doctors who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. Honestly, my favorite thing about ZocDoc is how fast I can book an appointment with a doctor that I know I can trust. If I'm sick with a random stomach pain that won't stop or a sore throat that's starting to swell, the last thing I want is to wait a week before I can visit a doctor's office. Visiting a good doctor has truly never been easier. Go to ZocDoc.com/screaming and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/screaming. ZocDoc.com/screaming. Now, on to the show. Well, anyways, I'm glad to have gotten all of that off of my chest. And it's time to welcome today's guest. She's a fashion icon, a makeup legend, a comedy queen, and a trailblazer in the internet's body positivity movement. Everybody, please welcome to the stage, Naomi Hearts. Woo! Everybody's screaming.
Oh, I think you're doing enough screaming for everyone.
Thanks.
Hello.
How have you been, my love?
I've been good. I've been really good. I think you should run for president. That was a really good rant.
We were talking about this recently. There are no criteria for being president other than being 35. Like, you don't need a law degree. You don't need any of that shit.
Are you not 35?
I want this bitch off my show. I want her off.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
You're like, okay, thanks, everyone. Love you all. What are your thoughts on the whole UAP, UFO situation?
I very much agree. I think it's been here. We know about it. That's why no one was shocked. Like, I saw all these funny TikToks, like the aliens leaving Earth, because no one was like falling to their knees.
Yeah, no. What do you expect us to do? Like, there's nothing I'm sorry, there's nothing that you can tell me that I don't probably already know. Like, I've come to all the conclusions in my own head. And it's like, chances are they're going to say something. And it's like, I've already come to that conclusion already. So it's just like narrowing down what these aliens are here for, what they want. And it's like, they're not going to tell us that shit. I don't think they're going to tell us. Did you hear about like how there's that like black operative government?
Like the CIA? Men in Black? What?
So do you want to know the reason why now all of a sudden we're hearing about aliens? By the way, before I continue, I don't want people thinking that like I'm this weird conspiracy theorist, that like I'm just like this crazy conspiracy UFO, UAP conspiracy theorist. I'm telling you things that like actually occurred in press conferences, like 3-hour press conferences I've watched with like government officials, documents that are dated. They show that it's like real documents that are. So like everything I'm saying, I'm repeating. So what I say might not be 100% right.
Okay.
But I'm just summarizing.
Got it.
Basically, the reason why now we are all of a sudden getting all of this information that like, oh, UAPs are real and this and the third, it's because a majority of the UFO sightings that occur in everyday life where like people are like, oh, I see a UFO or I saw a UFO. It's not a real UAP.
Okay.
It's man-made. This black operative government has reverse engineered these spacecrafts to create our own for military weapons. There's one press conference with Dr. Greer where he basically discusses and brings up people who have had these encounters. And like this black operative government, I don't want to get like shot dead, But my whole thing is in every single description of like this black operative government, they have these weapons. Mind you, this is like 10, 12 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. These people who are human have these weapons that the military now has.
Okay.
So it's like weapons that existed were weapons that we see now that the military has. They were already here, but in the black operative government, and they're just like giving it to them now. And the reason why people are so afraid, especially in our government, they know about this, but it's because they have no control over it because there's so many subcategories to this black operative government. Like if the president were to go to like one of these sites where they do these reverse engineering, if they go, they're not going to be shown the UAP that's being built. That's why they are scared, because it's like, you aren't showing us, like we know you exist, but you aren't showing us what you're doing. And then the people who speak out about it, suddenly, especially people who have legitimate proof, suddenly their lives are being threatened. They're losing their jobs. They're being told that if you say anything, they're giving hush money. It's shit like that. And it's like, if you think that they have reverse engineered UAPs, that they haven't reverse engineered weapons, that's why everything's coming out now. Even before they had the conference in Congress, the whole discussion about UAPs, Dr. Greer had a press conference in DC talking about how everything would unravel to make it more comprehensible for humans because they don't want to shove everything on you. This came out like a month or two ago, this like press conference with Dr. Greer. Everything he said in that press conference is unfolding as we speak. He said within the next 2 months, they're going to have congressional hearings. And from there, they're going to release information about them and this, that, and the third. And what's happening? All of a sudden, this is literally unfolding before our eyes. And everyone calls Dr. Greer crazy, but I'm sorry, babe. He said all this was going to be happening way before it started happening.
I fully imagine you sitting down with like a blanket over your head, watching these hearings at 3 a.m.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
It's more so you need to imagine me after smoking a joint, sitting inside with a blanket over my body, curled up in a corner with all my plushies, turning on the TV and watching it on the TV. But it's like you get the point.
I get it. That's crazy. I've always known it was real. One of my favorite horror movies was Signs. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yes, I have. But that's the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. It used to scare the crap out of me, like because they didn't really show the alien. It was
until
just like
the end.
Suspense.
Yeah,
but it would scare me, would terrify me, and now it's happening.
I remember I don't know if I've mentioned this on here, but I'm from a town where so I grew up in New Jersey, and my town was like highly known for UFO sightings. Like my friend's uncle was in the paper back in like 1980 because he had a UFO sighting over our town's reservoir. And I swear to God, I've talked about this on TikTok too.
Right.
Bible.
I
have had I wasn't like up close to whatever it was, but I did see it was a triangular formation of lights, and the lights weren't stars. It was almost as if like they were diagonal.
Okay.
So it's like the lights literally were like this, and they all were going in a triangular. It was 3 of them, and they were going in a triangular formation. And I was like, what the hell is that? Someone explain. You can't. There's this shit that goes on that we don't know about. And it's like, my whole thing is like, don't tease it. Just tell us. Like, don't tease. Don't be such a tease, U.S. government. Let us know what you know.
Tell us now. We want to know.
We want to know all your deep, deep, dark secrets. So you do 100% believe in aliens?
I do. It's so fascinating. I've always believed in that, like conspiracy theories. I'm also not a conspiracy theorist, but I enjoy learning about them, like the Bermuda Triangle, aliens.
Yes, I am the same.
Ghosts, spirits, all of that.
Oh my God, me too. I love that. I could like sit down and just like eat popcorn and watch it all day.
Same.
It's just so intriguing to me.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, I think, especially to people who seek out knowledge that isn't easily explained. Because I know that there are people out there that are like, I don't want to focus on it because there's no proof of it.
Right.
But then there are people who are like, that's why I want to focus on it. Because even though there isn't solid proof, there is still hints in history. There's still hints in hieroglyphics, whether it be like the Egyptians or the Aztecs. And it's like every hieroglyphic summarizes the same story, but how do they do that on totally opposite sides of the earth? Shit like that, where it's like, there has to be, my whole thing is like, when it comes down to like those hieroglyphics and like them being so similar, there had to have been a middleman. Like, how the hell were they both drawing the same shit?
Aliens.
I believe in aliens. When you think of aliens, do you think of like they are far more developed than we are, or they're less developed than we are?
I think they're far more developed. I think if you're traveling from where like a different universe into ours and just going to different planets and space, like you have to be more developed than we are. You know what I mean?
How do you think they stay hidden? Like, for example, I always wondered why aliens, like if they were flying around in the sky, why don't we see them? And I want to hear your idea, and then I'm going to tell you mine.
Based off of what I've seen in film, not actual knowledge, I want to say it's kind of like some type of like cloaking device situation. Like they know how to camouflage and blend in with like our clouds and the atmosphere. And that's why we haven't been able to see them during the day. But like at night, lights are kind of harder to hide.
Yeah.
So I think that's very interesting. But that's my theory on that.
My theory is, you ever look at a fan and as it's spinning, like the center of the fan, it kind of just disappears. You can kind of see the outside of it. I feel like it's because of like a frequency. Like there's a frequency they have to be on that makes them, you're unable to see it. Like if I were to like stare at a moving fan, like a small one, and it just kept going and going and going and going, eventually, if it speeds up, it looks like you still can see the movement. But imagine that happening with an aircraft miles into the sky.
Yeah, you can't see
You can't see that. Right. And I feel like it might be like they have like a frequency that like they might shake at or like move at, where it's like you can't see them.
That's a good theory.
Thank you.
I agree.
I have more questions for you about aliens.
I'm ready.
I'm not done with you yet. Have you ever had any experiences with UFOs?
Personally, no, but like my grandparents are from Tijuana, which is Baja California.
Okay.
Well, that's where they lived. And there was this mountain, and they would always tell us stories about like just UFOs always coming out from the back of that mountain. I never saw it personally, but it would always scare me because it's like, again, signs. I was growing up, UFOs, and they're just always seeing it.
Yeah.
That was like my closest encounter to it. I've been to Joshua Tree a lot recently. It's like my escape from the city.
Yeah.
Very LA. And I see things moving. Also, I am a little,
like,
you know,
on
a trip.
Yes.
We're on a trip.
Yes.
And maybe I'm like, maybe it's just me, but like the galaxy, when you're there and you look up, you're like in the pool floating and like, it's moving. I'm like, what is up there?
I always think about that too. Like I was talking about this with Bob before, on the last episode, but like talking about like the fourth dimension and like all this other shit. And it's just like, I feel like, have you ever heard of the ant theory?
No.
The ant theory essentially is like, aliens view us the way we view ants. Like you are not gonna go down on all fours and try to communicate with ants and tell them what to do.
I do.
Well, you're
I'm just kidding.
You're special.
Thank you.
Yes. But like the way they describe the ant theory is like aliens communicating with us would be similar to us trying to communicate with ants. Like we are so different and so intellectually different. Like they are probably so far more intelligent than we are. Like their IQs probably skyrocketing past whatever we consider our IQs to be. That like talking to us, like this is what we sound to them. I mean,
Is that how an ant talks?
well, yeah, I'm just saying how like we sound.
So is that how ants would sound to us?
No, ants would just not sound like anything to us because they're ants.
Got it. So can the aliens step on us?
No, like intellectually wise. Like that's what I'm
Got
saying.
it. Okay. Now it makes sense. It's all clicking for me. A full circle moment. It's a little confused.
Okay. You cannot talk to an ant
Okay.
because ants aren't as intellectually driven as well. I'm not going to say that they're not intellectually driven because ants can like lift shit up that's
They
like
build
15 times their body weight.
colonies.
Yeah, they have colonies, they have a queen, like they work. But it's like us trying to talk to ants is like aliens trying to talk to us. Not that they're bigger than us. It's just like we are on two different like
Wavelengths.
right.
Okay. It clicked. We just literally had a full class right now.
I'm such a good teacher. I was actually told recently that I should be a teacher.
By who?
You said I'm concerned. You said who the hell said that?
Who said it?
I had two people tell me. I forget their names, but they said I should be a teacher.
I can see it.
You think you can? You really?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'd be the cool teacher.
for sure.
Like I'd be like, okay, guys. Like people would be. I would want my students to be excited for my class.
You look like a teacher.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. We love teachers.
I love teachers.
Yeah, you.
Both
would
of my
eat it.
cousins are teachers.
Really?
Yeah, my cousin Laura and then my cousin Danny.
So you need a
Daniela.
third one.
No, I don't want to be a teacher.
Got it. No teacher for Spence.
No, I can't do it, but I would be really cool at it.
I think so.
You do?
I do.
I feel like I'd be the teacher where it's like everyone thinks I'm really cool, but when I get mad, everyone gets really quiet. Like I'm the one that's like, enough is enough. I've been trying to teach this class for over 30 minutes and nobody's talking. I'm so sick and tired of all of this chit chatter.
I feel like you would be the teacher who has no shoes on,
Yeah.
and like we all have to sit in a circle and talk about our feelings.
So like class therapy?
Yeah, you never had that?
No.
I loved it. It was my favorite time.
I just like lied on the floor in my guidance counselor's office and then took her aroma machine and just, I'm so serious. When I was in high school, I would turn off the lights and my, Miss Putup, I love you so much. Miss Putup.
We love you.
We love you, Miss Putup. I one time went into her classroom, not her classroom, I went into her office crying, like bawling my eyes out. She put her incense on the floor. It was like an incense aroma diffuser.
Uh-huh.
I lied on the floor, looked up at the ceiling, and she just turned off the lights and she was just typing on her keyboard and I just laid there crying.
It was ASMR.
It was just, no, it was crying.
Got it.
It was like a mental breakdown. Oh.
Because you're like laying there and it's like your eyes are closed and it's like typing. It's not like ASMR. Like a little.
No, I was a little, I guess. But it was
Yeah.
just like, eventually she was like, Spencer, you have to get up because I can't keep stepping over you.
It's like, get the out of here right now.
No, that's exactly kind of like, not in that way, but like very nice though.
Can you please get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. She
Got
was
it.
like, Spencer, like, you have other classes you need to go to.
Okay.
And like, I have other students I have to see. It was one of those. And I'd be like, okay, see you tomorrow. And she'd be like, no. And I'd be like, yeah, see you tomorrow, girl. But I always got good grades.
Period.
Okay, I have another question for you about UFOs.
Okay.
Do you think intelligent life outside Earth would be hostile towards humans?
I don't think it can be more hostile than what Earth is now. You know what I mean? Like, Earth is shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's so bad towards so many people, and it's kind of like, I don't think so. Like, I feel like if they were, they would have done something. I'm 25, like we've been hearing about this since before we were born, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if they were going to do something, I feel like they would have done something. Maybe they're just observing. We're like, oh, it's, you know, like you said, the whole ant theory, maybe they're just watching us like go to shit.
Yeah, they're just like,
up there with their
stupid bitch.
popcorn
Yeah.
with
they're
the
just-
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, they're like, you stupid bitch. Them watching us. Maybe we're like reality TV to them.
For sure.
Why? Because why would you want to study us? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot imagine being like an extraterrestrial deliberately studying humans.
Imagine an extraterrestrial watching your TikTok account.
They'd be disappointed.
They'd be scared.
They would hate humans.
I don't think they would hate. I think it'd just be very interesting. Like, why are they always screaming?
Yeah, they'd be like, why is this twink always screaming? They're like, wait, why do we know the word twink now? They look at your account. They're like, whoa.
That's a big bitch.
They're like, why is she always talking about a fupa? What is that?
Researches it. They ate that.
They did.
But no, to answer your question, I don't think they would be more violent.
I think if they wanted to be, as you said, they would be. Oh, are those your nails?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Now art by Sig, shameless plug.
Oh yeah, I want to see the thumb. I saw a little design. That's cute. It's a little heart.
Yeah, Naomi Hearts.
Now, let's take a quick break from the show to hear a word from our sponsors today at Truly Hard Seltzer. I don't know about you, but when I think of summer, I think of three things. Warm weather, laying out by some beautiful body of water, could be a pool, a lake, the ocean, and sipping on an ice-cold, refreshing beverage. And you know what beverage never disappoints? Whether you're lounging in the sand on a beach day or showing up with drinks to your friend's backyard barbecue, Truly Hard Seltzers. They literally have a flavor for every occasion. Trulies are made with a hint of real fruit juice, so they're packed with flavor while providing a ton of refreshment. And with just 100 calories and 1 gram of sugar in each can, they're super light and endlessly drinkable. But honestly, my favorite thing about Truly Hard Seltzer is the amount of fruity hint of flavor variety packs there are. Every time I think I've tasted the best one, I find out about a new mix pack that I have to get my hands on. Lately, I've been loving their new limited edition Red, White, and True pack, with flavors like Cherry Pop, Blue Raz, and Peach Burst that feel like a fireworks show is bursting in my mouth. And of course, you can't beat the Citrus Mix Pack with flavors like Lime, Citrus Squeeze, and Lemon. I feel like I'm sipping a mimosa by the pool. My go-to for the beach is their Tropical Mix Pack with island flavors like Passion Fruit and Watermelon, and their Berry Mix Pack is, of course, an all-time classic with iconic flavors like Wild Berry, Cherry, and Strawberry Lime. Whatever summer activity you've just planned in the group chat, Truly Hard Seltzer has the perfect flavor pack to complement your day. Super light, endlessly drinkable, and always refreshing. Try Truly Hard Seltzer today and see what the lightly fantastic life is all about. Please drink responsibly. It's time for Spencewuah's Weekend Recap. Whoa! How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
Thank you. My God. Be excited. It was really, really good, actually. I had so much fun this weekend. What about yours?
Well, divulge a little more. Like, what did you do?
I can't remember in this moment, which is why I bounced the question to you so I can have time to think about it and not really listen to what you're saying.
Okay, cool. My weekend was great. I ended up reading. I read 4 books this weekend, which was, yes.
Got it.
2 of the books were, I believe, Carve the Mark and The Fates Divide, and then I read Hidden Pictures, and then I also read oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue, Gallant, and now I'm reading a book and it's called Wrong Place, Wrong Time, and I've been reading, I've been chilling at home, I'm going through Adderall withdrawals because we're all out in the U.S. and they weren't expecting so many people to need ADHD medication. But I don't mind. I've had Adderall withdrawals before and I feel like my body's just used to it at this point. And I did have a migraine earlier, but Amanda gave me an ibuprofen. So maybe Amanda isn't that homophobic. Also, Amanda is lesbian. So it's just kind of like, how can she be homophobic to me if she's also lesbian? Maybe it's the internalized homophobia. I'll never fully know. However, my weekend's been really, really good. Aside from all of that, my sink overflowed this weekend, and by this weekend I mean yesterday night, and I actually woke up not yesterday night, 2 nights ago, my sink overflowed in the kitchen, and then the maintenance man came in yesterday, and apparently someone poured like a pound of coffee grinds and sand down their sink, and because the pipes in my apartment complex are connected, it all ended up in mine, and it caused my sink to overflow with a whole bunch of water unnecessarily. How about you?
That was really such a great weekend. I really enjoyed listening to all of that.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you enough time for you to think about your weekend.
I thought about it. So I went out to WeHo, had a great time, was out till 5 a.m. I'm in my party girl era. I just have been going out, having some drinks and just having a good time. Then Saturday I had to be up at 10 to go to like this family breakfast situation, which is fun because like it's all of our cousins like healing our trauma and going out together and kind of.
That's cute.
Yeah. Like our parents' issues are not our issues kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. And then Sunday I relaxed because all of last week was just so booked and busy. And I just needed a break. So I was like, I'm going to stay home, watch TV. And vegetate.
What do you watch on television right now?
Right now, I've been watching a lot of reality. Like I know, but I love watching The Housewives.
Zaya's been trying to make me get into reality TV. She literally sent me She sent me a list last night. Let me tell you exactly what she
We
sent
love
me.
Zaya here. She was a trailblazer with me.
Verbatim, she said, watch Too Hot to Handle, then Perfect Match, then Love is Blind, Love Island, if you're bored, The Ultimatum and The Ultimatum Queer Love, Dated and Related, and then MILF Manor.
Yeah, these are too many love shows. I like the Housewives. It's just they're just old people old
That are
men.
problematic.
I love it. They're just fighting.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I love it.
Yeah.
The new Real Housewives of New York, because okay, so basically, oh my god, not to tangent too far off of the conversation.
No, please do.
Basically, the original Real Housewives of New York was really, really problematic, like problematic to the T. So they fired all of them. Only one of them was like good, and she was trying to save the show, and they were just not having it because she would address everything that needed to be addressed, and they are older white women who did not want to hear it.
Yeah.
So they recast a whole show with like fresh faces. Some of them are a lot younger with new takes on life, and it's so good.
Really?
It's so good. It's just like new faces, new takes,
New drama?
new drama. Like this last episode, they were fighting about cheese.
About cheese?
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch it.
It's so good.
Do you watch The Housewives of New Jersey?
I do.
That's where I'm from.
So you've said multiple times. It's like you're in love with it.
Yeah. I had a few visit me in my Starbucks.
Who?
A few housewives. Well, not
Oh,
housewives.
you
a lot
worked
of
at Starbucks.
Yeah, so like I either had housewives or their husbands would come in. And this one guy who I think who did he marry? It's like, what's her name?
Teresa?
No, not Teresa. Not Joe Giudice. Caroline. She had red hair.
Uh-huh.
I think
Is it Caroline Manzo? I can't remember her last name.
I have to think. Wait, hold on. Give me.
I think it is. I
It
know
might
who
have
you're
been
talking about.
Jacqueline's husband.
Okay.
So Jacqueline's husband used to come in all the time with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started working there, they would always have someone else make them their drinks. Like they didn't want me to make them because I was new. And then one day I was the only person out on the floor to make their drinks. And I made it so perfectly that every single time they came in, if I was working, even if I was off the clock, they would ask if I could come back in really quick and make them their drinks.
Wow.
They loved me.
You killed it.
I did.
Do you still know how to make drinks?
Do I still know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make me one?
What kind do you want?
I love matcha.
Oh, matcha's easy. Do you like it hot or iced?
Iced.
You like it iced?
What's your order?
What do you mean? Like if I were to go to Starbucks?
Order, yeah.
A cold brew with sugar-free vanilla and a shot of blonde espresso. Because I want my heart to stop.
Okay. I like a grande iced matcha latte with soy milk, a pump of brown sugar, and a shot.
That's good. So a dirty chai
Matcha.
or a dirty matcha.
Yeah.
Give me a drink. I'll tell you how to make it right now. Any drink.
My gosh, it's Jeopardy. The strawberry frap. The strawberries and cream frap.
Oh, I think that one is the strawberry puree. You do strawberry puree and then you do milk and then you blend it together. I think you also have to do, well, you have to, if you want it with coffee, that's weird. But
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like you do like the cream frap base and then you do the amount of ice based on like the cup size. So if it was like a venti, you do a big scoop of like a venti icing, pour it in there, you put in the puree, you then put in the milk, depending on what milk they want. Then you put it in the blender. After you blend it, you shake it out in the cup. But on the inside of the cup, usually you line it with a little bit of the puree. And then after that's said and done, you put whipped cream on top, a little bit more puree, and then put a little thing on top.
You ate that.
Yeah, I
That
did.
was good.
That's why I'm good at it, because I used to eat them.
Did you used to wear your apron early TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to remember. I was like, give me a second.
I like wore it in one video, and then that's why I was let go. Because they like knew it was from Starbucks.
I'm holding space.
Thank you. Do you want to play a game?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't either, but Amanda, if we don't play a game, she's going to call us another slur.
I heard tranny earlier.
I heard Caesar salad and faggot earlier. So everyone, before we get hate crimed, we would just like to play a game, and it is called Alien Dictionaries. So everyone, I now have a bowl in front of me, and me and Naomi are going to pull out strips of paper with words written on them, and we have to, in one sentence, describe what that word means if we were speaking to an alien. So for example, if someone pulled out the name Spencewuah, in one sentence we'd have to explain to an alien, Spencewuah is a person who screams on TikTok. End of sentence.
I was
But
gonna
it's
say the thing from Ratatouille. What's his name again?
Linguini?
The redhead?
Linguini.
Is it Linguini? That's what I would say.
Do you want to take a walk outside towards the busy street? I want to take you for a walk on the sidewalk.
I'm a little upset there's no food in that bowl. It's paper.
Oh my God, I'm hungry too.
Do I
You
go first?
Yes, you're the guest.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. This is Spence's favorite. So what I would say, for the big girls, because it's poppers, I would be like, it's something you eat that's filled with cheese and jalapeno. Poppers for the big girls. But for the homosexuals, I would say it's something that you inhale before taking it in. The butt.
Okay. That was good.
That was good.
I
gave you 2 definitions.
Okay, this is mine. I'm sat.
Literally.
The way I would describe it is by doing this to the alien. I'm sat. Or I would say, second definition, it means I'm listening and attentive.
That was good. That was great.
Thank you.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I read a lot of books.
You gave a whole performance.
Thank you.
My goodness. Okay. Cuckoo bunks. I would just show them a picture of Spencer because I don't know what this means.
Okay. Cuckoo bonks is, that's crazy. Like, that's so cuckoo bonks.
It sounds like a drag name.
No, like my friend Billy started it. The one I was telling you about before. But Billy like says things that like just end up in my vocabulary.
Okay.
You know those people that will say words and then you're like, holy shit, that needs to be my everyday like vocabulary?
Yeah.
Cuckoo bonks for me is like, holy shit, I just got home and it's 1 a.m. This is crazy cuckoo bonks. I have to be up in 4 hours to catch a flight.
Yeah, I would just show them a picture of Spencer. Cuckoo bunks.
Okay, thanks.
I ate that.
Yeah, you did, huh? Ghosting.
I feel like you're good at that.
I would say this would be my definition of ghosting to an alien.
Go.
Hey, how are you? And then they would respond. And then I would say this. That's ghosting.
That was good.
No response.
My God, this game is like an ego stroke. All we just keep saying is that's good.
Because it is. Like, we're really good at this. If the human race needs 2 ambassadors to go up to space and speak to the aliens, me and Naomi will be the first ones there.
Touch grass. See, me and Spencer are different. I'm not going to get my big ass up. So we're not doing that. But my explanation to E.T. would be it's when you're so distanced from reality and you just need to take a break. Go touch some grass.
That was a really good explanation.
Thank you.
This one is, it's giving.
Okay, I feel like you would be good at this.
So in order to explain this to the aliens, I would have to also explain how in the English diction and in the English language, the tone of how you say things affects how it comes across. So there are different ways I could say this. So I'll give you several definitions, Mr. E.T.
Okay.
It's giving, meaning you look good.
Thanks.
It's giving, meaning it's given something. And then, well, it's giving, meaning, well, if it's anything, it's giving something, but it's not giving.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
It was the best one.
Sorry if that was really good.
It was giving.
It was giving.
It gave something. It gave me hemorrhoids. Okay.
Not the first or last time.
Definitely not. Next is FOMO. If I was talking to an ET with FOMO, how I would explain FOMO, it would be kind of like them being in space and looking down at us and not being part of us.
Oh,
It's
I would just
FOMO.
say fear of missing out.
Oh. This is the first one I fucked up, apparently. No, it's not good.
I would just say FOMO, fear of missing out. But that also is a great explanation.
I gotta go, okay? Thank you so much.
No, please stay. I want you to stay. Beat your face.
You get all the good ones.
Do you want to take it?
No, go ahead.
You get all the good ones. Do you want it? No, shut up. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beat your face means doing your makeup. And you're beating your face typically with a beauty sponge or a brush. And it looks like you're beating yourself up, but you're not.
Do you beat your face?
Sometimes I do. Do you?
No.
Yeah, you're so 100% natural.
This skin, no makeup.
You're so real for that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I can see. So this next one is gaslighting. Honestly, how I would explain this to an alien, I would just like have Spence next to me and I would convince Spence that they were linguini from Ratatouille. And that's gaslighting. Like, you don't remember when you filmed Ratatouille?
If I had to explain it, I would say when you convince someone of certain events that never happened and aren't true to guilt trip them. This one is living rent free. The way I would explain this to aliens, I would say, you thinking of me and talking negatively about me and me not giving a I'm living rent free in your head.
Can you say that more in a more poetic way?
You art thou'st thinking of me in a negative manner and talking negatively about me, whereas I do not care because I live rent-free in your mind.
That a
Was
the
that
aliens
poetic?
would love that.
They would, huh? They say
So
that's
good.
art.
They're like, what was that? We want that right now.
That's what I'm saying. I need to be an ambassador when I go up to space.
I think you'd be perfect though.
I would.
You'd fit right in.
Like,
And no, like in the best way, because you watch conspiracies and like you've been.
oh, I thought you were
keeping
like,
up.
oh, you look like a big-headed, big-eyed bitch. This is when you correct me and say that, and say that's not what you meant.
That's not what I meant.
Okay, bitch, fuck you. Like,
Amanda said, rapid fire these questions or you're offset. Bussin'. When food tastes really, really yummy, they'll say that's bussin'.
okay, this one
Your turn.
is canon event. It is an event that occurs in everybody's life.
Okay, I'm going fast. This is a workout, y'all. They said on this set you will be working out to lose some weight. This is what someone says when they have a water flask, hydro flask, with a scrunchie. They go, and that's what they do.
That one's good. That one's good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
this one is that sent me, meaning that was so hilarious. That sent me.
That was good.
Thank you.
Okay, this one is period. It's like period. Like, oh, you look good, period.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you.
Like you don't need to explain it. It's just like the end of the sentence,
like,
period.
that's it.
That's it. Oh, I just, right. That ate. Same thing. Like that ate, period. Like you look good. Like, or what you just said was really eloquently spoken. That ate.
I like how you said that ate, but looked at me when you said ate. What are you trying to say? Okay, wig. Wig, okay. It's American Idol. I would have to show them the video. It's like wig. It's like, I think like queer. Like,
It means like wig.
okay. Wig, okay. Yeah.
Like wig.
Wig.
Yeah, wig.
Queer culture.
Riz. Riz is like what you have when you're asking somebody out. Like, do you have the Riz? Like, did I Riz you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you have the Riz? Cool. Oh, asking someone out is like asking someone out on a date because you want to mate with them.
That was really good because aliens really know about mating, probably. Next is slay. So this could be like a double entendre. Like, oh my gosh, that outfit slays alien, or like, oh my god, don't slay the entire human race, alien. You know, double
Yes,
entendre.
that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
This one is camp. Camp I would describe as a queer term, meaning like that is camp. Like that is very LGBTQ plus for the girls. Camp, you ate that up. Would you agree?
I think so.
Okay, go.
Oh my God, I'm being rushed. NPC, I feel like right now in this moment, I'm an NPC. It's like a simulation. Like, it's not real. It's like a person. It's not real.
Yes. This one is let them cook. That's kind of like if you look kind of like shit and you're either doing your makeup or you're younger and when you're like growing into your looks, it's like let them cook, meaning like they'll grow into their looks or like they'll get that beat face, the beat face we were referring to initially. They'll get that beat face that like will show you that they look chef's kiss. Or let them cook means like when you're like baking your face and it's like let them cook. It's not done yet.
Or ratatouille. Back to it. So simp is like someone who loves someone, right? Someone who's just like obsessed with someone, a simp.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bop. Like say you're listening to music and you really, really like it. It's a bop. It's a bop. Like everyone should love it.
Mid. So like if your meal wasn't that great, you're like, it's mid. Or you went to a concert and the concert wasn't that good. It was a mid concert.
And then we have bussy, a boy's asshole. It's their bussy hole. That's what bottoms call imaginary pussy. They're bussy.
Snatched. So basically I would say like when an alien is looking good. Snatched.
And that is us explaining to aliens our little urban dictionary. So we're about to close out of this show. But before we go, we both are going to give earnest statements, our own personal earnest statements to aliens if they're already on Earth, they're listening to the I'm Literally Screaming podcast, wherever they may be. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to let Naomi go first.
My message to the extraterrestrials would be Padam by Kylie Minogue. That's it. Okay. It's so good. No,
I love that song. Padam.
Can you Vogue for us?
No.
Okay. I think I would just say to the extraterrestrials that not all of us are horrible humans. And if you do decide to invade, have mercy on the ones who are not horrible. Like that really is. And like, there's a lot of good people. Not Spencer can be taken. Like I said, they'll fit right in. For the audio listeners, what is happening right now is Spencer is nogging, which means not really voguing.
Yeah.
On the couch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be my message to the aliens.
We're ready.
If you're here and you want to get shit done, please get it over and done with. If you're here to fix the problems humans have made, you know what? Kudos to you, because I'm sure that those are a lot of problems to fix. However, if you are only here to observe and to watch, I would say maybe take your technology back because it's in the wrong hands and we're all screwed. And if that technology gets into further wrong hands, then we are 100% screwed. Our oceans are already polluted. We are experiencing global boiling, not even global warming, global boiling. That's what we are experiencing. The ice caps are melting. Volcanoes are erupting underground. I would not be surprised if California sunk into the Pacific anytime soon.
Okay, let's relax.
So it's like, all I'm gonna say is that if you're here to fix the problems, kudos to you. If not, I don't care, bitch. Love you. Would you like to tell these aliens, ETs, and everybody listening right now where to find you, or if you have any upcoming projects coming up?
Wow, what a segue.
Thank you.
Yes, Naomi Hearts XO across all social media platforms. And I do have some fun projects that cannot be released yet.
Hey everyone, if you didn't know, I'm Spencewuah across all social media platforms except on Snapchat because again, some bitch stole my username. So on Snapchat, you'll find me at Spencewuah. If you want to watch this happening live and in person, go to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel, like, subscribe, comment. If you don't want to just watch and you only want to listen, you can find my episodes of I'm Literally Screaming released on all audio streaming platforms. But hey, if you want to watch this on YouTube, again, go to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment who you want to see on here next. And if you like the merch that we have in the video format, such as the blankets, the mugs. We also have hoodies, crew necks, pajamas. Just click the link in the description down below and get yourself some merchandise. That's from the I'm Literally Screaming podcast show. Again, I love you all so much. If you don't love me, then that's fine, but at least subscribe or something, because if you don't subscribe, that means you hate me. And like, I would hate to have you hate me because I love you all so much. So do as you will, but I love you all. Until next time. Mwah. And now we're back with a quick word from our sponsors today at ZocDoc. You know how online shopping is the easiest thing ever these days? When I'm looking for a new book I want to read, I can go online and find hundreds and thousands of recommendations from people on Google or TikTok, look through reviews, and maybe even read a couple sample pages. Then, when it's time to order the book, with just a few clicks, I can have it shipped to my house in just 2 days, or sometimes the next day. So here's my question. Why is it so fast and easy to order literally anything I want online, but if I'm sick and need to see a good doctor right away, it takes forever to make an appointment? And then, how do I really know if they're even good? Luckily, ZocDoc is here to put your mind at ease when it comes to your health. It's a place where I can find and book good doctors just as easy as I can find and order my new favorite book online. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. Honestly, I'm like most of you. Having to go to the doctor when I'm feeling sick gives me anxiety, and it's usually a huge hassle. But the ZocDoc app has made it so easy to find a doctor near my house, check their reviews online, which are written by actual people, not bots, and I can tell the difference, and book an appointment within a couple days or less. Try it for yourself. Go to ZocDoc.com/screaming and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/screaming. ZocDoc.com/screaming. You won't regret it.